NBC about this?
I did not. I don't have cable anymore. Like I
NBC did
don't. I
this.
just watch.
Yeah, it's NBC did this Grinch musical with the guy. Do you remember the guy from Glee? He was like the teacher from Glee,
The Glee teacher.
the Glee teacher.
Yeah,
He played the
and they
Grinch, and
What was his name? And he had a kid with a different woman, didn't he? Didn't he cheat
in
on
the
his wife
show,
in Glee.
no, I think his wife cheated on him.
His wife cheated on him.
I think so, because they were trying
Okay.
to have a baby.
Either way, tough bounce.
Yeah, pretty tough bounce for that guy. But so he,
I just want to say it there. Like teaching is a noble profession. I would say, right? Her mom's a teacher.
mhm.
But there's a lot of professions in the world that require like large life sacrifice. And I wouldn't necessarily classify like being like a high school teacher. I'm not saying it's easy by any means, but like aside from like teaching and grading and like maybe like a few conferences, like you're not necessarily giving up like the free time of your life like some other professions do. But that fucking Glee teacher had no time for anything else but song and dance. So actually, good for his wife for stepping up and saying, fuck it, I'm going to have a kid with another man because
Yeah, look, the thing is, when
he was just way too dedicated to Glee. He was way too dedicated
he was
to
married
Glee.
to the game. He was married to the game. And when you're trying to
Okay, so
have a
I'm
successful
now pro.
relationship with somebody who,
What is his name? What is his name?
what was his character name on the show?
Yeah,
Mr. Shoe or something?
William Schuster.
I knew it. Nice. And so when you're in a
Yeah,
relationship,
but they referred to
when
him
you're
as
trying to
Mr.
have
Shoe.
we're trying to have a successful relationship with somebody who's obsessed with hitting
Mr.
the
Shoe
regionals.
deserved to get cheated on because he is way too obsessed with Glee.
Yeah, absolutely.
If
But
he
that's not the
just took a fraction of a step back from his high school Glee club, he would have been happily married. Half the show would have never happened, and they probably still could have won. There just would have been a lot less drama.
But he's just addicted to the game. That guy. So he played the
Loves
Grinch
Glee.
in this musical, and the musicals. I think this was the final nail in the coffin for like TV musicals because I saw some clips of it, and it was awful. Which I'm glad about because I do not like this guy.
Hate TV musicals. TV musicals suck. Has there ever been a good like we're airing this musical on TV and it's going to be really good like live? I love when they're like live on TV
I know
tonight.
that's the thing. This one wasn't even live.
Like that shit always sucks.
Because a couple years ago.
So it's just a movie.
Yeah, but it's like a stage. It was.
I mean, I guess it's still a
It was the
musical
worst
though.
thing you could
Yeah, it's a
possibly
musical.
imagine. Like it was just like a stage
Was it like
show.
done like a
It was
play
terrible.
though, or was it like it's like a stage?
Yeah.
See, that's
Which is
even worse.
even
Like
worse.
if it's gonna be not live, like and you make it like a movie, you could like. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot
it's a
of
thing.
Christmas movies are
You can do
kind
a lot
of
more stuff. With
are
that.
kind of musicals too. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
Christmas movies and musicals kind of go hand in hand unless you get into the Hallmark realm. But like, it's a lot of Christmas songs, and you know.
So everybody was going crazy because his Grinch was very sexual. There was a lot of air humping
I
and a
could
lot
see
of
that.
like touching things. And the guy was like, "Listen, everybody's got their own take on the Grinch." And that just
And
happens to be his.
you know what though? He was a little he was a little sexy during Glee too. He brought a little
Of
too much
course
sex
he
appeal
was.
for my liking into that high school Glee club.
Without a doubt. The guy,
Yeah.
when you are. That's
Do you think that maybe the problem isn't? You think maybe the problem isn't like the character, like he's just not playing the characters well. Maybe the problem is just he's too like he's just the sex appeal is off the charts.
Right.
Maybe it's not his fault. Did we consider that this? It could just not be his fault. He's just a man. I have this problem all the time. When you're just a man
sexual
that's
being.
occasionally too sexy, you run into problems.
I will say that's probably why his wife didn't cheat on him sooner, though, because that's the one benefit of being dedicated to the game.
'cause he
Is
was
that
sexy.
all that dancing will do some.
It's sexy.
I mean, your body's really going to benefit from all that moving around, without a doubt.
I would say if I threw on a couple Glee reruns, I might even get a little hot bothered by fucking Mr. Shoe if he hitting the moves the right way, hey.
And I don't think anybody could blame you for that. But I don't. I've heard that guy is like a real, like, bad dude to like work with and stuff. There's a video. I'll send
He's
you
got to
this
be
video.
such a fucking douchebag. He's got to just
he
be the
looks
biggest
like
asshole ever.
He
I
has to
hate him.
be.
I hate him. I hate that dude.
The thing is, like, that show, people are saying it's so cursed and everything because, the one guy, heroin overdose. The other guy fucking killed himself because he was caught with a little CP, a little child porn action. And then the one girl
Child porn's
died
big these days.
on a boat, which was awful because I don't think she did anything. But, like, they seem like big assholes, like, who worked on that show. Maybe not the guy that died from heroin. He didn't seem that bad, but, like, there's just something about,
like Quinn.
that
He was the main guy, right? Quinn was an asshole. Quinn looked like an asshole. He was probably an asshole. That girl, I hated that girl.
The main girl, she's supposed to be
What's
terrible.
her name?
Leah Michelle is the actress.
The brown-haired girl, yeah. She's the
her name on the
fucking
show
worst. I
was
hate that girl.
Rachel. And, she's...
Yeah, fuck you, Rachel.
All these people... So, like, all this stuff with Glee is going on, and I got one of my buddies text me, like, man, that show is cursed. Like, all this stuff is happening to these actors. Like, maybe it's karma. Maybe karma's real.
So, again, I'm going to say, can you be too dedicated to a high school Glee club to the point where the world decides that everybody involved, like, must go? Not necessarily must go, but, like, must get, like,
Sure.
This was probably Mr. Shoes.
There are ramifications.
Like, final straw. Like, hopefully he'll never be documented in another something that airs on TV.
Yeah, like, I honestly don't think that guy's ever going to work again. Maybe not even in theater.
I mean, hop on Broadway. Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
Throw some sex appeal out there, but I don't know. It was that bad, or it was just too sexy? Because you sometimes too sexy comes into play on Broadway.
Bad.
I saw Aladdin. On Broadway, and it was pretty sexy.
Have you ever seen the Grinch porn parody?
No,
it's the
I do not jerk off to the Grinch.
It's so funny. You don't have to masturbate to it. You just, like, watch it for laughs. It's hilarious.
If you're watching porn, you're usually masturbating. So now you've brought up.
Let me finish and explain to you how funny this is.
Okay. I'm just saying though, if you ask me in a casual conversation, hey, did you see that new Grinch porn?
I got you. I
assume that you're just
right. Okay, no, this was not one of those scenarios. This was just
okay.
Like, this is so
you were
ridiculous
jerking off the
funny.
Grinch porn.
No, look, not even a wiggle. Not even a wiggle. Let me preface this with not even a wiggle. But
when you Christmas, you were jerking off to that. Nice.
Dude,
that's real appropriate.
Girl, she had this band, and the most famous news about her after that was that she, like, carried a dildo around in her purse. But in the Grinch, it was, like, worse than the Grinch porn parody in it. This fucking musical show. And in the Grinch porn parody, there's a line. I got to credit to that actor, though, because he really goes all out as the Grinch. There's a line. He goes, "Oh, my Grinch balls," and just it's insane. It's pretty funny to, like, if you like actually like look that up for laughs. I'm not saying you have to pull your thing out and make a night out of it. I'm just saying, like, it's funny to watch that.
To whoever makes, because I'm sure it's still being made, Grinch porn, if you guys want to get your name out there, Andrew will personally sponsor you.
Wait. You think this is like a genre now?
Probably. I've never explored into Grinch porn, but there's a lot of porn genres out there.
Grinch porn. It's a parody of the Grinch. And it just happens to be people having sex.
It's Grinch porn.
I guess it's Grinch porn, but that does make it sound like.
Well, no, you called it Grinch porn. You called it Grinch porn. Does it show the Grinch? Does it physically show the Grinch fucking somebody?
Yes.
Then it's Grinch porn.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of that one. There's no way around it. That's absolutely Grinch porn. Whether that sort of expands, look, maybe it's ahead of its time, in a couple of years, Grinch porn will be like the only porn. That'll be the standard for porn.
Yeah.
And good on the
No,
people that are trying to make it happen.
No, the porn industry
The
is one
pioneers.
industry that does not lack creativity.
We salute you.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. Like, people are underpaid in the porn industry. Maybe not the actors and actresses, but like the people who come up. Like, there's this. I know what you mean when you're saying like, oh, like watch this video, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
There was this video that my friends and I, like, somebody had sent to us, and we would crack up laughing at it. It was like intended to be a porn video, but it never actually got to porn. You've probably like seen clips of it. It was legitimately a guy in a bathtub, and like a random woman walks in dressed as a lifeguard, like trying to convince, like, and he's like, I don't need a lifeguard, I'm in a bathtub. Like, so I know, and it's obviously so fucking ridiculous, and people like took the sound for like the sound clip from the video and like would make videos over it, you know what I mean? And it was pretty damn funny. But
you know, the thing, just while we're on the subject, like the thing that I don't think most people realize is that as far as technology goes, porn is always at the forefront. You know, the reason that they developed the software to use your credit card to purchase things online was because of porn. The first website to ever do that was a porn website. It's a whole reason we have Amazon and everything like that. VR technology is being revolutionized by the porn industry right now. Fucking
you want to know?
Digital
you
want to
know
everything.
something?
Like people,
you want to know
like
something?
I know, like people
porn related that never gets talked about enough.
What's that?
Is the fact that there's places like adult video stores that just have like jerk off rooms, and like truckers on like a 3-day haul can just pop in and just jerk off in them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they still exist, but they definitely used to have those. Like, yeah, legit. Like
little JOB, like little jerk off booth.
Like, yeah, little jerk off booth at like the X Videos store. That's like right off exit 37 when you're on the highway. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those exist.
That's who we need.
I don't know if they still do. I hope they do. And here's another question: if they do, how has COVID affected the jerk off booth industry?
The jerk off booth industry is probably the final nail in the coffin. You hate to see it to an American institution like that, but unfortunately, you know, this is hashtag the new normal.
But here's my question, though. Here's my question. If you are somebody who regularly visits a jerk-off booth, do you think that you're worried about COVID?
Here's another question.
Because I would say no. Like, it's not like they're probably cleaning them.
Here's another question. If you are the type of
Imagine bringing a UV light into a jerk-off.
Okay, no, Jesus, there are some things you can't unsee, Matthew. If you're the type of person that would go to a jerk-off
booth... So if you're the type of person...
Would you even go to a jerk-off booth? You know what I mean? Like, if you're the type of person that that goes to a jerk-off booth, you
just find a good-looking tree and hop?
I'm just like, are you like what kind of person does that? Like, is it the type of person that is even like married, like with kids and stuff? Because if you live alone, why would you go? No. Why would that be? Like, maybe they just need to get some fresh air.
They're for Andy,
not fresh air.
They're for truckers and stuff. Like, you're on
gotcha.
You're driving like a shipment across country, and so a lot of those have like cabs off, like, you know what I mean, like sleeping areas. But maybe you just don't like to jerk off. I don't know.
Well, it's very dangerous to jerk off when you're driving.
I've never been. I don't ever plan on going. But okay,
keep that in mind, everybody. If you're listening to this and you got your hand on your pants, take it off right now and focus on the road.